Hello boys, my name is Koyoshi and welcome to what is probably going to be the official finale of the game, although it's not the true finale because as you might have noticed before in a couple of videos ago, we did indeed 100% the base game. So that part's already been done, but anyways, in the last video we finally finished the Monster Truck event, at least beating all the says, but of course we still have the time tags to go, but I've decided I'm not going for them on camera, so I might show them at 100% later. Whether or not I get to that, I don't know. I personally have no idea. I didn't really say I was gonna fully 100% out. I just wanted to play most of the game from here on out, so anyways, in the last video we left off doing the Monster Truck event, so now we're on to the very last expansion event, the Looney Tunes event, and this one is probably going to be the most interesting because we're not just using one different car, we're using two new cars. This runner we're going to be using for the time trials, and then Svenny's car we're going to be using for everything else, because honestly I like both of these characters the best of all. To be fair, they are the characters I grew up with the most when I was a kid, so I think picking these cars just makes sense. We'll use Bugs Bunny for those races, of course, but everything else will be a bit different. As you can see, this course looks a little bit different. Doesn't look like an indoors area at all. It looks more like we're actually outside, sort of. So that might be really cool. So yeah. Let's start with the first event. Just like before, we'll probably do at least one lap first to get used to the controls again, and then we'll figure out what to do from there. Hopefully this goes pretty well, though. Again, we have the difficulty of the AI set easy. Let's go ahead and see what this class is like. We didn't really show that the last time. Okay, so there's a few more obstacles on screen. Cartoon action so far, I like it. At least feels like we're inside of outside track at the very least, so it does look pretty cool. Oh, looks like we're starting with standing still starting here. Try and get the front frames. Well, I guess I should mention, yeah, I'm not playing with a normal racing. I guess I should also mention there's actually kinds of boosts we've been able to use. Most of them have been kind of segmented. There's automatic boost, which basically once you use, once for a short period of time before stopping. And then there's the manual boost, which I'm using now. The segmented boost you can use anywhere from 2 to 3 to as much as 6 boosts at once. Then there's the segmented boost, which I'm using right now, which basically is manual. And that's basically controlled when you each of them has their own advantages, like being able to boost at a specific point just to get past obstacles, but then stop so you can get out. Yeah, we're getting all the boost in the world on this one. Lots of fun stuff happening on this track already. Seems like there's really lots of fast spot now. Anyways, advantages between the two of them is pretty clear. In the automatic boost or automatic signature boost, you don't get as much upgrades from because boost power out of the effect from using it. But and you cannot use the other boost sets. However, manual boost can be controlled more despite not giving you as powerful boost as the other one. Here that's probably a good idea. We're kind of just going on out the park here. Don't know what's happening. So far this track is just wacky and crazy as I expected from the section so far. Okay, yeah, we just had to delay. Let's try that again. Oh, let's not mess this up this time. There we go. Oh, yeah, let's spin ourselves around here. Okay, that's somehow managed to fail to make it. Again, what are you doing here, the fan? This isn't even the track for Batman anymore. That one's getting viable anyway, so Looney did well. Nice. Jane as Bugs I'm not saying that's the best. I actually do like this one. Oh, but we can't even respawn. Wow. You get hit by that, you really got thrown in the air. No respawns. That's okay. So because I got hit by that, we really lost. Okay. Alright, this is gonna be a bit harder than I expected, but then again, we are still doing a blind playthrough. I guess I should have mentioned that. Yeah, I did not think of doing the practice set. If I was thinking a bit smarter from like a normal playthrough set, I would have first played through every single track a whole bunch, gotten good at the game, and then played the playthrough to show you what to do. I did say this is a blind playthrough for a reason. I only saw a little bit of this game. Maybe I looked at it a bit just to see what it was like. Thought it was cool. But then I kind of just stopped. It's like, I give this a try at some point. But other than that, I didn't really see where most of the tracks led. So, yeah, of course, we're going to have to figure this out as we go along. If we mess up, yeah. Blame ourselves for that. Okay, so you definitely do not want to get one of those flavors. In fact, they also don't allow you to despawn fairly. Makes it really hard. So hopefully that's how you can do it. I think we were just doing our work. That's really what it was. Now we do that. The payment's no longer in the game, so maybe we'll be able to be more interested. See, but now he's doing even worse. Trying to respond to what I was asking. At least the first half was straightforward. The second half gets kind of like a little bit hard to play. Ah! That I really couldn't have done. We really do need to build up the troops. We haven't really had a chance to do it. I could have very well used the other characters too. I just feel like if I try to get a different power, it might not work at all, really. Hit that straight on this time, so it didn't fall off there that time. Alright, look here. There we go. We went through that. It's fine. Honestly, I'm gonna save my boost until I can actually fall off. That way I can quickly recover. Probably the easiest way to use a manual boost, let's be honest. Especially here, you can just like use it to get off your initial speed. Okay, that works well. And messed up again. Okay, that's on me. I did it the second time. And also, we had a lot better of a lead this time. So they were not even close. Don't get why sometimes the easy feels are really OC and other times they're not. Alright. Oh, okay, well, we saw another nice reference there. Anyway, we won that time. Because everybody said, Chris, we're gonna win this. Right, so, we have 4 more races to go now in this before we start getting into time trials, so let's keep using Wings Funny for a bit more. It'll be nice to control 2 different vehicles for once. I think it's going to give it a lot more fun. If you're wondering, yes, I did actually use the monster trucks. It's just, I found so much hardships with using them after just one track. I found they just didn't work like normal monster trucks. I felt like they were a little bit too clunky. I feel like they always spun out all of the time. It just didn't seem to work at all whenever I used them. But now, with just normal cars, they were a lot better. Because that's what the game was kind of designed around. To be fair, monster trucks are kind of weird in this game. They're either too slow or too fast and awkward to control. there doesn't seem to be any balance in between. If you really want to play like a truck game, just go ahead and play much more definitive truck game. Maybe you'll get a lot more stuff done that way. Alrighty, so here. There. Yes. Lead here. Let's this card does have a least basic strategy. Does work well. Very far. May not be as fast for drifting as before. I still pretty good car for him. Car for him. I like it. We have to go. I did let go of the follow a bit. This would be fine, but yeah, you made that. Respawning faster than waiting. More often than not, you don't land back on the track. So we should probably save our boost for those. As they appear. Okay, we're constantly drifting, even though we haven't pressed the drift button now. Oh, here we go. This is the cool part. Marvin peeking out of his suit yet. Except we couldn't do anything because we went the wrong way. The trolley is part of these tracks, especially in a blind playthrough. It's not really clear where you're supposed to even be out now. Okay, that was out. So, for some reason, I like slowed down a lot. I don't know what happened there. We got boosted pieces of it. Somehow that like slowed me down, but it is causing me to fly up. Quite annoying. I still don't know how I somehow managed to get through it. Like clearly running right into it. Must have had something. Well, again, we're gonna save our automated boost fast. Okay, this time go on the somewhat left edge of the map. There we go. Didn't fall down that time. That's a big improvement. This time we actually got saved, sort of. Not really. I thought it would work. Of course, there had to be a checkpoint right after. It just happened to barely miss. We made it past that time. A lot of these obstacles punish you. Pretty much cannot hit it. We'll see if Roadrunner can be a little bit better. We did say we're going to use two different cars here. That one's actually pretty built for time trials too. So that was really well for time trials. Whereas this one is a pretty good overall car, which is a big chance. Right there, statue of. I will say, so far this environment is probably the coolest stuff that we have. ride suspension. That one's also so as an initial see, it seems like this one so far is my favorite. The second one's like my second favorite, and for obvious reasons I don't like the monster truck. That's my least favorite. I think you cannot even do this on until later. Ever talk through that part flawlessly at all. So make up for lost time here. Trying to drift so we can get more stuff going here. Steer like that. Left edge again. Perfect. We made it. These mechanics are kind of unpredictable too. Like, you're going so fast already. Like, how are you supposed to do it? You pretty much just have to boost through them. Yeah, lots of time. Although, I guess there is sort of a timing to it. Boost time at the right time to quickly make it past them. It seems like it's been no way between so far either. In fact, I've hit the first two ones all the time and then just not hit the other ones. Not been any in between. Anyways. Thankfully we won now our first try. It just took a bit. Not like the first race that we lost. So now we have what, 5 more time trials to go before we're done. This time we do intend to do this in one section. So this takes a while, yeah. You'll know. Okay. I'm gonna go through this. Now, this is a time trial, so we'll be using Red Rider for the first time now. You'll switch back to Bug Sunny for the remaining 3 races before switching back to Road Runner for the rest of the races on the time trials. The winner is obviously the faster of the characters. At least that's what I think it would be. Last I looked, he is in one of the top tier lists of this game in terms of top tier cars, so this is a car we definitely want to use in the time trials if we want to go fast. So let's see how he performs in this Rabbit's season track. We haven't seen this track yet, so we'll probably do a full lap first. Starting in the basket. Big bedroom. Well, now, let's just go. Oh, I just noticed. Yeah, he has a beep beep just to the side of him. How convenient. Of course, what makes Velar so unique is you might have noticed, yeah, he has 5 boosts at once. Yeah, that means we get plenty of boosts to use. That can actually very much help for a lot of skips. Reserve boosts for when we need them, but also boost a lot more right here over this backup. That means there's actually a good reason to wait a little bit longer and boost it to get a lot more boosts. Stop there, just to make sure I'm smile. Go ahead and boost to make up for last time there, though. Good. There we go. Last time there. This car actually looks really cool. Very low running. Kind of iconic. This car is one of the fastest cars. It also has 5 boosts too, which is just really perfect for some of the later skips. There are a couple of skips that require you to have at least 5 boost actions. Probably one of the better 5 boost cars there is. Definitely. Okay, well, so far, track stuff is mostly straightforward. A couple of awkward parts, but otherwise, mostly seem to be all right. Let's boost now. Fireworks. I think this part is just naturally slower. I feel like I'm just slowing down a lot more. Just like, as you see, I have a full model. It's still kind of going pretty slow. was the uphill section. Let's quickly just pass this. There we go. I'm gonna try to get at least one lap in here. Let's see what I can do. Oh, okay, good. Over here. Okay, here we go. This is the weird section. Well, I guess you can say it's the wacky section. Track. Lots of loops, lots of tight turns. Probably gonna want to drift everywhere here and just get back up. Go ahead and do some again. Let's see. Okay, he got pretty close. About 5 seconds off the go time. Alright, this is definitely wrong. Actually, we can skip the two. Thankfully, that time trial that we had to do was also the easiest of the things. So, yeah, we did that on one try. Cool. Alright, now we can move on to the races again. Alright, and of course, because this is just a normal act group, we are doing blind. We're just getting blind boxes and money and stuff as rewards instead of new cars. Alright, we'll switch back to Buzz Venning again for these normal races. We're also headed to yet another new track now as well. Pretty cool. So that was actually probably the easier of the tracks we've had to do so far. It had some faint spots, but other than that, I kind of liked that one. So now we get the Wild Chase. So from here, we now have 3 more races to go before Bug's part in this run will be done. At least his car, that is. So yeah, onto the Wild Chase. Not halfway done with the video yet. Not also getting close to being halfway done with the airbag. I probably will not open the blind boxes until like I am now when I have time. Oh, there's the power rocket in front of us. Those of you who don't know, that power rocket has a whopping 6. You can do some really fun stuff on some of these tracks. You're struggling to find a car that does not have them. This reason is fun. Here, use over here, or if you don't have the DLC, the Power Rocket is probably one of the best beginner parts to have. It has 6 total boosts. Wow, boosts. Just makes it tracks, especially when trying to get it really does help out. I've been pressing the drift button. Felt like I was not drifting. Oh, wow. Don't like this. There was no edges there. That could have been very risky. And we as far as so. Why does it always put us back so far? So it should not have put us back that far. That's another reason why I don't like this. Make up for last time here. Okay. Time to get past these losers, hopefully. Oh wow, this is longer. It made it intenser. Instead of there being 1 set of fireworks, there's 2 sets of fireworks. A little bit more intense. Second lap here. Or kind of a medium difference. Oh, maybe this car is just not. Why? We drifted at it on pretty much every other track. This one. And I literally waited there just to get my bearings there. But we made it through that part that time. Yeah, it's somewhat hard to track the car, but it made it. Such a long time. Okay, at least whoa. Stop! Oh my gosh! Okay. We still have one more lap, but come on, stop! Yeah. My car literally wouldn't turn around. The game was literally bugged. Now you see why I don't like this game. Way too hard in some cases. Why is that punishment? Alright, well, we pretty much have to get hard perfectly on the next try, or else we'll probably lose. Considering how much time we lost already. He said that. Anyways, yeah. So far, those rockets, while cool, yeah, they might be the most annoying obstacle out there. If we run into them, that's a massive time loss. That threw me off. Yeah, I knew it. Once I messed that up, I knew that was going to throw me off a lot. I think this was also going to be a important part too. I just didn't know it was okay. That sounds really bad. No one likes you. Trying to face you. Well, I guess no. Sorry, bye-bye. What's up, Doc? Yeah, maybe we should just call everyone Doc. Bang it out. Okay. That's right. Alright, so we won. Because we made it past the hard part, we pretty much won. I almost reset my level, and then I realized, oh yeah, this is not a one-map race. Let's just catch up. That just shows you that you can have those bad mistakes like that in easy and still win. That's why I feel like easy's a little too easy. If this is on medium, slightly normal-ish, and a little bit better balance, then that probably would have been a loss right there. You'd have to probably redo it. Oh wow, so you automatically get a secret just from going through that. You have to take this. Then we can actually go through the other race events. So rabbit season again. So now Buzzi's basically coming home. That's basically what it is. Now we are gonna have to probably do another time trial to get to the next section, which means we're gonna have to use Roadrunner again for a bit. But anyway, so far I like these tracks. But who knows, some of the other ones might be awkward. Honestly, the only annoying part about these tracks is those rockets just wasting your time if you hit them. You definitely have to be careful, but also it's kind of hard to predict what they are because they move so fast, and the red there's seem invisible at sometimes. I wish they were like bigger. Then you could see exactly where they were to go. Although to be fair, you already kind of see where they go. So this okay. Did that. So now like I say is going up basically. That's what it is. Jeez, the fact that you already go flying on this first part of the track just makes you kind of tricky. Okay, that could be pretty tough. Especially when you get really unlucky. I actually almost messed up that first time. I feel like the game was almost about to mess me up. I was determined to get through that though. So if we messed up on that jump, we probably wouldn't be able to get a good turn. This is the time trial. Again, boosting to get past those, makes it all. And I don't know why this slows you down a lot. If I was doing a smarter run, this would probably be one of the better parts to use. It's like this screen just slows you down. Oh my. Try going on the edge. Yeah, that seems a lot better. I think that's the problem. I feel like it's kind of tricky to hit when things aren't really fast. Okay. That's easy, and it puts us flat for the check. And I don't know why it does that. Literally was no farther away from it. It might have just done that far back. I feel like how they fix that, it would be a lot better. Alright, good. That's what I thought. Looks like definitely winning on his home turf there. Nice. That should have been as we cross the finish line there. Alright, simple enough. And an awkward part there, but yeah, we learned a bit of the boost timing now, so got an idea what to do in those sections now. Just don't travel in the middle, travel on either the left or right edges. That seems to work the best. Okay, and now we must do this to continue on to this race of the race part. You know, since this is gonna be already a while before we get to that, maybe we could save a bit of time by doing these races now. So, I know I said I would do this a little bit differently and like do the races first, but now we have to do time trials for a bit, so I figure let's take a break and do this now. And this time around, we are doing this in one video. I don't care what anybody says, I don't care what they think makes it say, oh, this is gonna take forever. We're gonna get this done now. Because if we don't get this done, it feels like it might just take longer. That way we can do our ending video, which will be just a bonus content, and yeah, from there not much else will happen. Yeah, enjoy this part while it lasts. And there's the beep beep. I like that is plastered right onto Roadrunner's car. That's so freaking cool, honestly. It's probably the coolest part about it. Nice reference. Anyway, there is a little trick you can maybe do on these. I'm not gonna actually abuse it, but you have like 5 in the car. There is a trick where you can really just go around in a split circle basically for like a few minutes. Well, already pointed down. Using the edge track works there, quickly there. And stay from the side parts of certain areas. Pretty much again. One last doctor section, which we're going to boost on. For some reason, I kind of slowed down that. I don't know what caused it. Probably my car. Okay, again, very consistent. 5 seconds before the unleash stop. Seems like that seems to be the consistent time here. Thankfully, now we know a bit more about the rockets. We're pretty much just going on the edge and then just hoping they don't run into us. Boosting does help a lot though, but then again, it does seem random whether or not you get hit by them or not. So far we've been getting lucky though. Alright, got that done on one try, thankfully. Now you have to go for the last track, that solo thing. Classic there, for sure. Once we do this, we'll be back on track for the event order and we can just kind of go through everything the way we want again. So this is the last track. This might be a bit tricky because we again haven't done it yet, so this one might be interesting. So far, this track acts have been sort of the mixed difficulty. Obviously, the rockets means like we're probably gonna have to re-hit it by any. But once you know what to do, they're not that like just the main tracks. Starting pretty low down here. Okay, this is a lapping track that helps out, so we can potentially hot lap it if we need to. See a rocket up the back. Trick I talked about earlier, where since we landed from the jump, helps out a bit. But we don't have a boost here. Not lucky there. stop a couple seconds. Like, go too fast or too slow on the parts, and go just the right time. Not slowly running it. Let's see what happens here. Let's see how we can do here. This guy's a lot. Although to be fair, some are just kind of fun. Well, that's cool. We passed over another side of the track to get over. That actually kind of feels like we can get on here. Maybe it'll save time. Oh, right. Ow! Somehow we made it onto the track, but then we fell off right after. So we get to try that this lap. Oh, we're going over this dock. We barely made it the first try. We a mess up almost cost us, but as you can see, you can still get the moment. I think the developers are starting to think a lot more, and now they know, oh, okay, right, we can't have this too hard, at least for the normal time. Let's make it somewhat more achievable, and yeah, they've definitely done it with these tracks. It seems like you can make mistakes and still get the time tap. Alright, now let's get this. So we've officially collected that up right there. Now we just have this to go, and then the last track again, followed by the last time trial, and then we'll be done with Looney. So since this is the time trial, we'll use Roadrunner once again. Hope you guys enjoyed that we're using different cars this time. I did want to use these at the very least, to be fair, hence why I was saving some winning upgrade parts, because obviously when they're at Legendary, they do a lot better than if they're just at normal, and their upgraded is pretty good, because before the upgrade, he only has 2 or 3 boosts, but with the upgrade, he is a 5 boost car at Legendary, which is really good for some this intro again. So this is the last track we need to do to get to the race part. Once again. Jump in. Looks past this. Barely made it. Okay, that seemed a little bit okay. Maybe that wasn't fun. It did seem like we had a good rhythm going there, and then all of a sudden our car just stopped for no apparent reason. I feel like I was bugging. I wasn't pleased. They really do have parts. After you boost, it seems like the car just kind of physically stops. I don't know what caused it. Right, this boost is over here. Decided to go like that. We'll line up that. So far, that trick has worked about every time so far. It does seem like they can still catch you, but then again, as long as you have to. Ouch. Dump that. Okay, this time we're within like 4 seconds. Okay, that was... Alright, we're doing pretty well with this car. So now we just have 2 more races. And we'll be done with the game finally. I did mention I was gonna do the DLC, so I guess I may as well go through this. That is what I was gonna do. I particularly wanted to go for this DLC the most of all, because it did look the coolest and wackiest as well. Alright, now we get to finish off the tutorial, so we'll do Bugs Bunny first, and then we can move back to Roadrunner for the last action. And yeah, we should be done from there, and we're not gonna even bother with the attempting to go for the fast time trials. We're just trying to finish each track so we can see what the ending's like, or rather what the ending effect will be like. Of course, because this is a different racing game, they didn't have an ending planned, unfortunately. But I guess sort of also, because there was an ending message at the very least. Not unlike that other game. I guess to be fair, Cat Quest did have at least an ending message, sort of, but other than that, not much really happened. I wish the game had a better ending. Alright. This is a lapping track, so we get 3 laps of it this time. This time around, there's only 1 set of rockets, so that's very helpful to know we won't be having to dodge those nearly as much. You can see where they're coming to. Okay, now we're getting some cool lads. I do have a playthrough of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, at least the newest one, Shredder's Revenge. I don't know if anybody wants to see it. Man, those parts, I will admit, look very scary at first. When you first do them. Where you have to like float up and down. They're scary, especially when you're doing a blind paper like this, so I'm still trying to figure out how to do it. So manual boost does have its advantages here, mainly being able to like save your boost to get past the rockets, or sell your like nice with a little bit of time, at least just slightly. That time not moving up. I think that, yeah, that's so, I think that probably is one of the nice things in this series, where it might actually be excessive while I play it. I only talk about these because out of all the toon sounds, my family most enjoyed watching the Bugs Bunny cartoons as well as the Roadrunner cartoons. Those were absolutely hilarious. And it also proves that the characters don't really need to speak the lines and get the tunes will still be really cool to watch. Like, wow. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying. That's what makes those cartoons so goofy and funny to watch. Probably my favorite part of the series. And yeah, there's another reason why I like this back setup so much. I guess I should have mentioned, I also grew up with Looney Tunes as a kid, so yeah, this was really fun getting to shoot through this part that just looks really cool so far. I never really grew up with monster trucks. So I grew up with, when I was like a teenager, I started watching these cartoons, and I like them a lot. I do have an old collection of cartoons from that series that still have to this day. I think it has like, what, 120 different cartoons or whatever? Pretty cool. Enjoy sometimes watching it all. I haven't watched it in a long time. Anyway, so, we're on lap 2 here. We're probably gonna get close to the end here. Hey, we did it. Perfect. Got what I expected in this car. Most of the cars I've been seeing to be good enough. Get to here. It's obviously with the car balancing some of these things, it does feel a little bit tough to use it. Like that garbage disposal thing that we talked about. That car is probably one of the worst cars. It's right on the edge. Fine there. There's only one big problem that this rocket pretty much safely reduced on the other parts of it. Fine. Okay, fine then. This does have a couple of actions, like being able to just barely boost enough to get up to top speed quickly, then stop. Especially in these long actions, off-track sections, ever. Get the speed just before a jump, and then stop it right before the jump so you can run. Starting to get a little bit faster at this now. I almost felt like an untold fight. Yeah, we did get a 150. That was an Unleashed Shorby time. Wish I had gotten that sooner when I was doing the time trials. Oh well. What can I say? I'm just, what can I say? I'm pretty good at this game. Now. At the very least. Okay, one more race or rather time trial now to go to doing with Robo. I don't know if I picked the right car. It did look like I picked a different one on accident. We'll see. If I did pick it on accident, it'll probably be a quick cut before we get back. Remember, we need to see the Roadrunner car. That's the one that we are using actually on these tracks. Alright then. Game's ready. We can load the game now. Okay. Did look like I had a different car selected, but there we go. Okay, this is another track we can hot lap so we can keep racing until we get there's Riley Kiley right there. Do be careful, okay? Probably getting hit by rockets quite a bit. This car was guess it was just that. I don't know why, but whatever. Little bit. Ah! No way I was gonna get that. guaranteed to fall there. Well, that was a little bit too much. Let's restart that. Crap. This is just, thankfully, the last track we have to do. I don't want to go for the rest of the lap because we knew that we could get it. Just didn't do it. Somehow I knew that was gonna happen. Exactly like that. Yeah! Twice! Oh! That's a restart. Like I said, sometimes the X strategy works, and other times it just always gets you. How am I supposed to react to that when it's that fast? That still doesn't even appear until like the very end. So close to the end of the last. Why they call it the blue. Alright. I was with that big crash. I imagine if I didn't run into that, we might have actually gone in a fast time. Who knows? I will say, this will probably be the most nerve-wracking of the three DLCs to do if I'm trying to get this done early. Alright. Awesome. You pestalled. test, and the Looney Tunes Adventure Park holds no more secrets to you. Welcome to the game. Or so they say. We did. Got that done. So that officially concludes our playthrough then. That means we've now done absolutely everything we need to do. We did 100% of everything here. Fully 100% of everything here. Completed all events here except for doing Unleashed Time Trials. And did all events here except for doing Unleashed Time Trials, of course, which means we are now officially done with the 100% we were going for, which means this is the end of the playthrough. Hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough. Of course, there's going to be another video because we're going to try and show off some of the other stuff this game has to offer. So until then, I will see you guys later. Bye.